time on Apollo Justice Ace Attorney.
The defendant, Machi is tiny. It's not so hard to picture him firing the gun and missing entirely. Oh no, I said the words out loud. Picture him firing the gun. Can I just pretend that this last bit just didn't happen?
Quite frankly, Your Honor, I'm not even sure I need to be here. He seems to be digging his own grave effectively enough.
You know what we need? We need something to prove the killer could see.
The spirit bloodstains? It's almost as if he wrote something.
And what would he write but the shooter's name?
What did you just testify about the shooter?
I said they were blood.
The killer had to have been able to see. Why would they rub out their name in blood otherwise?
I have a question for the Fräulein detective. Why do you think that Machi is blind?
He's a blind pianist, right?
I have a report here on the defendant, Machi. According to this, Machi can see perfectly well. His blindness was merely a publicity ploy by those clever Borginians.
This bloodstain. The criminal tried to wipe it off, right? We might be able to find out what was really written
here. Who cares?
She's gonna say the thing.
It's called luminol.
There's the luminol.
It is. It's a chemical that reacts to blood. No, don't use the whole thing. IPXX 314206.
Your Honor, we can verify this number immediately. Darian, go check into this Interpol ID number.
Sure thing.
Let's work on unraveling another mystery, shall we? There was a reason why Machi pretended to be blind.
Lamirior? They would always walk together, she leading him by the hand.
It was all the other way around.
What?
The one who needed to be led by the hand was Lamirior.
Recall Lamirior's earlier testimony.
There were 2 shots.
She couldn't have heard those gunshots. I thought we proved that.
But I really did hear them, 2 gunshots. And the man's voice. If I heard that voice again, I would know it in an instant.
I asked Interpol about that number. I'm sure you'll find their answer intriguing. The agent registered under this number was Romain Latouche. He was apparently in the middle of an operation.
Hold it! Wait! That voice just now, it was him. That voice I heard talking to Mr. Latouche when I heard the gunshots fired. It was him. It was Mr. Darian. And welcome back to another episode of Disillusion Plays Apollo Justice Ace Attorney, where we play the games and do the voices.
Yeah.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Pete.
And I'm Taylor.
Nice. Right, let's get these courtroom shenanigans on the road, shall we, chaps?
Yes, indeed. Skip. Oh, we're out of court.
Oh, we're not in court.
No, we are back at the Wright Anything Agency. What happened? God knows.
God knows.
Anything, something. Well,
I remember Gavin winning decisively, if I recall.
Somehow I don't think that's true. No, they actually, I think we ended up determining that Machi could see. And
because Lamirior was
blind.
blind the entire time. Yeah.
So
she's been blind the whole time.
Oh my God. Jesus, straight out the gate.
Again, normally I would say that got a little bit out of hand, but I don't really have any room to criticize, now do I? The storyteller might have taken it 1 or 2 notches above that, yes.
I'm going to be honest, Taylor. I was wondering where you were going with that.
I think he's in the wrong game.
You didn't recognize the voice?
I did. But I was like, why the story?
But obviously Trucy wouldn't know who he is.
No,
Who's this guy?
I was confused.
Oh, just popping in to visit Mr. Wright from Labyrinthia.
You know my daddy?
Who are you? I've never heard
He's
of you.
never mentioned you before.
Ouch.
But also true.
Hey,
Trucy.
Apollo.
Oh, sorry.
What?
Well, actually nothing.
Okay, now I don't
It's
feel
like
bad
when we
for
try to
responding.
talk about what's going on during our week.
I mean, something. Or maybe not.
This isn't how people talk, guys. Writers, what are you doing?
Look, I'm socially awkward, okay?
Out with it! The suspense is giving me an ulcer.
Oh, you should get that looked at. Well, you know the trial today? I was thinking...
You did bad.
What?
I think that's Trucy to Apollo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry.
Like, what?
Taylor wasn't saying you were bad, saying Sarah. You aren't the bad one. That's
No.
reserved
I mean, I was
specifically
going to do
for
the
me.
Trucy voice, but I didn't want to. It's like,
If you gave it a score, what score would you give it?
Score? Gee. I guess I would, maybe... Sorry, I guess I would, or maybe... Well, I'm just as bad as you.
See? It's so vague.
Clearly. Machi avoided a guilty verdict, which is something.
By the skin of his teeth.
Though, I can't say I'm any less confused about the case.
Flashback.
I asked Interpol about that number.
Oh, that, yes. That.
I'm sure you'll find their answer intriguing.
Actually, a flashback that's useful.
Yeah.
IP XX314206. The agent registered under this number was Romain Latouche.
also, just worth noting, this is a secret Interpol agent who went around using his real name. Like, you know, that I feel like that just sort of undermines the whole secret identity thing. Because it's like, oh yeah, Romain Latouche, you do a background check. You're an Interpol agent? Oh, damn.
Well, you go, wow, you're an Interpol agent? Then suddenly you just hear this click, and he's like, look to the side.
You know, he could have changed his name to like Eisenberg or something.
Right. Yeah, Iceberg Latouche. Yeah, there you go.
Eisenberg, and he deals in sea salt. Blue sea salt. And the victim, Mr. Latouche. Sorry. Who would have guessed he was actually an undercover Interpol agent?
Besides, you know, anyone who could pick up any
Anyone
kind of
who did a
context clue.
background check on him. What a mess. And we don't have any idea what he was investigating.
Well, true. But we know who shot him now. Lamirior told the whole court.
Wait,
See, I'm going to be honest, the flashbacks are handy
they
right
are
now.
helping, yeah. That voice just now. It was him. I am sure of it.
The Hamburglar.
What? That the voice I heard talking to Mr. Latouche. When I heard the gunshots fired. It was him. It was Mr. Darian.
Now,
Whoa,
let's take a pool here, right? I'm interested to
pool?
get votes. You
pool?
guys haven't played through this, right?
A pool?
Like a betting pool.
So, do you mean a pole?
No,
No,
a pool.
pool.
A betting pool.
A pool.
Yeah.
We
So
bet on
I-
certain
I-
outcomes.
Pete is the only one who's played this. I have
So-
never played Apollo.
so-
Sisters.
Okay,
So-
well then we're safe because
so-
I'm sure he doesn't
I
remember.
was going to say, let me just be clear. So I played this before the Phoenix Wright. Sorry, Jesus Christ, Peter. The Professor Layton Phoenix Wright crossover game. I played this before that, so I think we're safe.
Yeah, I think
So-
you not remember.
I remember there's magicians.
And you remember
So-
the god-awful tune.
Oh my yeah, because you can't forget that. And I remember Trucy, and I remember Polly, and of course you can forget Gavin. I try, but
Sorry. Dave.
All right, so do we think that this is going to be a case of mistaken identity where Darian just happens to be an innocent victim, or do we think that him being introduced is just the setup for it, or do we think it's Mr. Yellow Magic Man who mysteriously appeared in front of Apollo and then vanished, and it's actually framing Darian?
I think Darian is the bad guy and the magician guy is another Interpol agent who is staking out Darian.
oh my god,
That's my take on it.
Okay.
I am inclined to agree with Sarah that I think it's Darian because it's just like he's spent so little of this sort of case actually like discussing stuff with us. He kind of feels like the random character who'll come in.
And there's all the bit with him missing his cue that I imagine is going to come into it at some
Yeah, I was
point
going to
as
say,
well.
I mean, that would be the only thing I can think of that points to him specifically is that it's somehow being, because we still have that as evidence.
Yeah.
And so we're going to probably have to bring that up and be like, aha, but that could also just be the piece of evidence that we have to present before the final thing. It's like, Okay, man, fine. I'll tell you what was really going on. I was actually tracking this banana magician, and he's like this big thief. And so I was in the room when he was shot, but I stabbed him, and that alone proves I didn't kill him.
Where's the murder weapon, you ask? Right in my pompadour. That's why it's so big.
Oh my God.
It's hiding all the evidence,
That's where he's
man.
hiding all the evidence. Jesus Christ. I mean, I suppose he could. I have no idea about the magician guy. I'm going to be completely honest. I have no recollection of where he fits in, and I'm just like, it's so weird. Like, I have no clue. No clue.
And you know what it is, guys? It's another mystery, Apollo. I love mysteries.
I don't.
You're in the wrong franchise.
Speaking of mysteries, what's Mr. Wright up to? I wouldn't mind asking his opinion.
Now that you mention it, I haven't seen Daddy around.
What? What? Is he some kind of stray that just wanders in and out at will?
You
Meow.
wouldn't believe how true that statement actually is, Apollo. I wouldn't say that. I mean, I do have to leave him some food on the doorstep and some water in a bowl.
In a tiny little bowl.
Yeah, and occasionally it's there when I come out the next morning, so I guess he's been out all night. But I wouldn't say that, but he has been going out a lot. Some top secret mission, he said.
Top secret?
Anyway, you can't just rely on him to save the day. And you've got me to help you. We'll be fine.
Fine. Right. Well, time's a wasting, as they say.
That's my line.
Let's investigate.
That's the spirit.
Yeah.
Of justice.
Darian did it.
Darian. Lamirior dropped a bomb in court today.
Did he? Did she?
It was Darian.
That was a really bad impression.
Look, I'm not very good at voices, okay? It's my one weakness.
Lamirior said she's never forgotten the voice, right? That's so cool.
I guess.
What's that called again? Elephant ears? I bet that's what they're called.
Somehow, I don't think that means what you think it means.
What does it mean then?
I honestly, I don't think I should say. And she has to be wrong. This time.
Wrong? Why?
I mean, look. Those gunshots were right during the concert.
Well, that's right. I was burning up the dance floor at the time.
Wow, were you burning up his guitar too?
No, that was all him.
Right. Did you happen to look up on stage? Maybe at Darian even?
You bet I did. He's one of the Galvanist guitarists after all. He's so cool. Oh.
Right. All the Gaviners have a rock-solid alibi. He couldn't have shot Mr. Latouche backstage.
But Lamirior heard him, didn't she? She heard Darian backstage, right?
Somebody's either wrong or lying very badly here.
People are wanting to do that, Apollo.
A lot of liars. Goddamn filthy liars. An Interpol agent,
I was wondering, what is Interpol anyway?
Huh? Interpol? They're the guys who catch international criminals.
Why can't they just call them international police instead of making up silly names?
Trucy.
Yeah. Anyway, you think he was investigating Lamirior?
What? Why would anyone do that? She's not a criminal. She couldn't be.
I don't know, man. Like, she is committing some major fraud.
Huh?
Don't be fooled by appearances is all I'm saying. Although, I will admit, I was kind of infatuated by her when we were talking to her in the dressing room, so I am...
Practically were drooling.
I appreciate that I might sound like a bit of a hypocrite right now.
But remember, I'm a magician, Apollo. I could spot a palmed coin at 50 paces.
If only it were that easy. In any case, we know he was working on something.
I wonder if that has something to do with...
Something that has something to do with
something.
There is a lot of somethings.
I wonder if it was something that has something to do with something. That something being our case. The last something, I mean.
Trucy, honestly, I'm getting a headache just listening to this.
You should know what I'm talking about.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh!
Frankly, the whole thing is making my head hurt. What was Mr. Latouche up to? That's gonna be Gavin.
Is it Gavin?
It's gotta be. Trucy? Was that another one of your tricks? I mean, unless it's Nick.
It wasn't me! I can't even make Mr. Hat laugh like that.
Oh no!
Oh, it's
Whoa!
actually him!
Okay. What was I gonna do? I had an idea, and it was.
Oh, yes, well.
Oh, yes. Whatever the mundane gives way to miracles, a word is whispered.
Gramarye?
Is it like
Gramarye?
I want to say it's Gramarye.
Gramarye? I don't know.
Gramarye. And of course, we'll be informed that it's incorrectly pronounced. Don't worry.
The other day,
Who was there?
we didn't just imagine that, did we?
He was wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours?
Hardly.
So if you think about like glamour, so like in the Arda L thing, so
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. We meet
Gramarye.
We meet again. Nice to meet you. Who are you? And could you please stop smirking like that?
It's you, Uncle Valiant.
Uncle
Who?
Valant? He's your uncle?
No, silly. It's the great... What did we say it was again?
Glamour? So grammar?
Gramarye?
Gramarye?
Yeah.
It's the great Gramarye. Valiant Gramarye. The Grand Magician.
Yes, it is I, the great Valant Gramarye, as seen on television. And could you please stop smirking like
He's
that?
not really smirking that noticeably. It must be said, Apollo. I feel like you're projecting a little bit.
It's been a while, Miss Trucy. 7 years, to be exact. My, how you've grown.
Good to see you again, Uncle Valiant. You look exactly the same.
I hate to intrude, but what is a great magician doing paying us a visit? I believe it was you who wished to see me. So, be quick with your questions. And do not quail, quake, or quiver. I am quite tame. Though my stardom may sear the sight, I am quite down to earth when need calls. He does have a certain aura to him. It's true.
Let's ask him about the case, Apollo.
His aura sure isn't lost on our magician in the making. She's practically drooling with enthusiasm.
Yeah, a little bit like you were with Lamirior the
Hey!
other day.
Stop that! And he's like wiping his mouth.
After all, Uncle Valiant's one of Daddy's best friends. That's why I call him Uncle.
Wait, who? What?
I'm sure.
Uncle Valiant, Daddy, you know.
Oh, yes.
He's like, he's
and I look
my
forward to
uncle,
our future
but not
exploits.
really an uncle because he's your best friend, and then by default, your best friend becomes your daughter's uncle. Is that kind of thing?
Edgeworth, do you remember this yellow top hat guy?
He said Edgeworth.
I'm sorry, what? The only person I know with a top hat is your daughter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, but she's insisting that I know him. I don't.
Wait a minute, are you sure you're her father, right?
Yeah, but it's a complicated. That's not the important thing right now. I don't remember.
Look,
Man,
it
I must have
been
really hit my head hard.
I think it must have been the time you fell off the bridge. It must have, got a bit of
that's
amnesia up
probably
there, right?
Right.
Yes, right.
Or unless
that's you.
when they put me under for my medical procedure, they must have given me amnesia instead of anesthesia.
That explains
That's
it.
Uncle Valiant's one of Daddy's best friends. That's why I call him Uncle.
What?
Oh, wait, no. Oh, I'm sorry.
Daddy? You mean Mr. Wright?
Yeah. Keep up, Apollo.
No, it's what it's reminding me of is Ray Membamy, who Susano's best friend,
And she never mentioned
as
it once.
established off screen.
Yeah.
As established a sentence ago, yes.
No, I mean, my real
Oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
No, I mean, my real daddy.
What? Apollo just like spits out his teeth. I'm sorry.
I told you that tea was plastic, Apollo.
I'm sorry. What did you say? Trucy's real father? Okay then. Now that my voice is completely ruined.
Wait, Apollo. Don't tell me you don't know about
Gramarye.
Gramarye.
Oh,
there we go.
Okay,
okay.
I was
right. Well done. Well done.
Hello.
There you go. I know you're all there with you frantically typing your comments. You can now delete them. You don't have to hit enter. You don't have to post them. We've learned.
We've learned.
Hey, just remember, Taylor was right. Hashtag Taylor was right. The one time.
You say one time.
Hang on, we're not going to have enough room for your ego.
I was going to say, yeah, you don't want to post it too much, otherwise he's going to struggle to fit in the recording studio. Troop Gramarye, huh? No. But it does sound kind of familiar. No, lost life, lamentably listless lad.
Oh God, he's got the freaking Soseki.
Soseki, yeah.
With the freaking
Do not
alliteration.
know of the greatest troop of magicians on the planet. I've changed his voice, haven't I?
Yep.
Do not know of the greatest troop of magicians on the planet. Valiant Gramarye.
Valid.
Valiant. I made a mistake. Valiant Gramarye. A name began to surface in my mind. It was a name I'd heard on television as a child.
You bet you heard the name. He made a cruise ship disappear and blew up an amusement park.
David Copperfield?
David
Well,
Blaine.
that second one was
Both?
more of an accident, but I'll take credit for it nevertheless.
Indeed.
Shh, a magician never reveals his secrets, Uncle Valiant.
Unless he's the masked magician.
Oh, yeah.
But he isn't masked, so...
Oh, and he made all this gold disappear from a safe. And then escaped from a high-security prison.
What, like that one movie where the magicians are actually stealing stuff from everyone? What the hell was the name of that?
Now you see...
Yeah, Now You See Me. Yeah,
Now
yeah,
you
yeah.
see me, yeah. I just know of it. Not seen it. Surprise. You said he is a magician. Why are you saying this, Apollo? He's dressed like a freaking banana magician like Trucy.
Because
It's
he
like-
sounds more like a thief, basically.
Yeah, you said he is a magician? I open the... Wait. I open the locks to hearts chained by mediocrity. I open the locks... Okay, let me try that again. I open the locks to hearts chained by mediocrity.
Wait a minute. Can he open psyche locks then?
Oh, damn.
This is the true miracle of troop
Gramarye.
Gramarye. We will get there. We will get there. I will get there. I will get
right
there.
after,
I promise.
right after you guys start saying Gaviner's right.
We've been saying Gaviners. You shut
I
up.
say, like, I thought I did. Now
We
I'm
have been.
worried.
We
Oh,
have
okay.
been. It's just Taylor being Taylor.
Okay.
This is the true miracle of troop Gramarye. Wait.
What, Apollo?
I do remember seeing you on television. Him, not you, Trucy.
You say I wasn't even born.
A long time ago. Were you with someone else? Like a duo?
A duo?
Yeah. You had a partner. Something Gramarye. Yes. Zach. Zach Gramarye. A masterful maker of magic. A capable crafter of shining showmanship. What?
Daddy.
Why is everyone so quiet?
Daddy.
Good job, Apollo. You made my daughter upset. Well done.
Daddy? Dad? And he's like shaking it. Like, what do you mean, Daddy? Oh, no way.
Yeah, way.
Once upon a time, Troop Gramarye included 2 grand magicians. Myself, Valiant Gramarye.
Valant.
Shut up! I knew you were going to do it. You can't just let me have this. Maybe I wanted my name to be Valiant. Had you ever thought about that, sir? No.
They spelled it wrong on my birth certificate. They missed the I.
Look, I accidentally misspelled it on my hello, my name is name tag, okay? Could you please go away? Correcting me. I know my own flippin' name.
But do you?
You don't.
Myself, Valant Gramarye, and my partner, Zach Gramarye. And, this Zach was
He was my real daddy.
Trucy's father, a magician. I guess it makes sense. Of course, I mean, yeah.
Friends in the family, yada yada.
I had no idea.
There wasn't much point in talking about it. Not now that he's gone.
I don't like sad Trucy.
Me neither.
When she's so cheerful, and then we're. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm not lonely.
Are you sure? Do you want to sit down? You look pretty lonely
I'm
for a sec
good.
there.
I'm good.
That Sprite
I'm fine.
looked real sad.
I'm fine. Okay. I got my daddy after all. And you make me laugh, Apollo.
I'm glad that I served some purpose.
Yeah.
Not the intended one, but a purpose nonetheless.
You and that big glimmering forehead of yours.
Glad that I'm good for comic relief at least.
I just love how you can make himself so frantic and angry.
If there's one thing I'm good at, it's this. God dang it!
It's always
It does wreck me though.
I know. It is always amusing, like when I do the recaps, and it's just like. It's just, I can't.
I would love to, one time just have like Pete's Apollo scream like posed over the fainting goat one. From the guy.
Oh no.
Maybe one day.
Not that I
But
see
it is
Daddy.
not this day.
Not that I see Daddy around much these days.
Ugh! I've been remiss in remembering my reasons for my visit. Reasons? 2, in fact. The first being, of course, to see you, Miss Trucy.
You don't know how happy I am to see you again, Uncle Valiant.
I'm sure you are. Not one for modesty, are you? It reminds me of the, wow, you look like you're doing well. And you go, yeah.
I know.
And then you don't ask them how they're doing.
No.
Yes, I know. I leave quite a positive impression on everyone I come across. I don't know why I've turned him into Bat Mary, but that's how I see you in my head.
It's like, wow, you look like you're doing really well for yourself. Yeah, I am.
Actually,
response.
I was doing this the other day.
Just no follow-up.
No.
When I encountered you at the Coliseum, the first time in 7 years, I could
Locked in gladiatorial combat with the lion.
I could feign not contain my emotions. I wept oceans. And to learn you now defend that poor pianist, that blinded boy. 'Twas a hot topic of talk amongst the staff, you know. And defend him you did.
Well, it wasn't all my doing.
Oh.
I'm his defense attorney. Actually,
Yes.
my other reason for coming here today completely ignores it.
Yes, well, something like that.
Guys, what is that?
That is a VHS.
Sarah,
A
Taylor
what?
knows that.
I know.
Taylor, you do know what
A
that is.
video cassette. I know
That
you're
does. That looks ancient. I
I
don't
know
understand.
you're-
How is that?
I know you're a little bit younger than us, Taylor, and I know you're making us look like boomers right now.
Taylor does know what it is. Taylor's he's just being Taylor. That being said, for those of you at home who do not know what this is, this was how we used to watch movies.
And if you ever see the picture of the pencil and the tape cassette.
Well, that's not for this.
Oh no, it's not this.
No,
That's an
Sarah.
actual
that's for like Walkmans and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's for
no.
the audio cassette.
That's an audio cassette. Apologies.
but
you put this in the VHS player and it trims it, it cuts it to death, and you're just pulling out reams of tape.
Some of you may not be aware of this, but there was a time when if you wanted to watch a movie, you'd put this in and you'd be like, "Dang it, I didn't rewind it," and you'd have to have to sit and rewind the whole thing and wait before you could watch your film.
Yep.
And you used to, and even better, you used to be able to fast forward past all the adverts. Can't do that now.
Except for the FBI thing at the start that you couldn't.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, no, you could.
No, you could. You could on them.
You just can't skip it now.
No,
and then also,
that's what I just said, Taylor. Pay attention.
there was a time where there was a standalone VHS rewinder. And if you forgot to rewind the VHS before you put it back in, people would get very, very grumpy.
Yes.
See, I don't know about the standalone rewinder. That must be like that must be for like particularly wealthy households, because I certainly didn't have one. My other reason for coming here today was this.
That's a videotape?
Trucy, you know what this is? We're in the future.
Yeah, but my daddy's a boomer, remember?
Quite so. A recording of the concert, no less. I've brought it for you, Trucy, on behalf of Troop Gramarye. Will you watch it?
Oh no, here we go again.
Sugar.
Oh, honey.
Oh, that night, in your embrace. Oh, look at that smug git. When you stole away the keys.
I love that she's like broad Yorkshire here.
My heart held on to my heart held on to so tight. Ooh, pleasure. But a fleeting melody. Are we supposed to be paying attention? I'm
Probably.
sorry. It wraps itself. Oh, a spark in his guitar.
Oh, yeah, I
It
did see the
wraps
spark.
itself around me.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can see it. And now, through the air, I fly. Whoa. 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 Burning on in me arms.
No, the thing is, burning on in my heart. Fire. Burn my love away. All the way. Oh, Colin Bennett!
Like a bullet of love. Fire.
I'd love to know how they
Bullet.
did that.
Take my life away. All of what that? The
Yeah, how she transitioned.
Trapdoor.
I mean, probably, yeah. Guitar. Up together to the sky. Look at that
God,
Burke.
God, why? Why? She was so young.
Look at that Burke ruining the performance.
Wow. It's almost as good as it was live.
I really
So,
wish it's...
where the hell
that
was
was the thing.
Darian? Was what I want to know.
I saw a shadow in the bottom right of somebody stood on the stage at the bottom.
Well, he's got a pretty distinct silhouette, don't he? I mean, it's hard
depends what
to
angle.
miss him, really.
Well, the head was kind of in shadow. It was like I just saw like torso and legs.
I guess
so.
it depends what direction he was facing, Taylor.
I suppose there is that.
Like a Jigglypuff seen from above.
If he's head on, then he just looks like a normal person. But then he turns to the side.
You're like, whoa!
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 So, what's the word? Mysterious.
There are more mysterious things than her song going on. Way more mysterious. This Valant Gramarye has good reasons to be here today. But I wonder what his reasons were to be at that concert.
That's very true.
I wonder what his reasons were to be at that I wonder what his reasons were to be at
Apollo?
Yeah.
I'm struggling with the phrasing, but I wonder what his reasons were to be at that concert.
Yeah, like why was he there?
No, I know
But I wonder
he's
what
try-
his reasons were to be at that concert.
Yeah, I was just trying to phrase it in a way that didn't sound just like really like.
Okay, Uncle Valiant, we gotta leave you here now. Bye.
Oh, you're just going to leave me. You're going to leave me in this random place on my own.
I'm afraid so.
Although I must say, I am very amused by this small guillotine here. Very fascinating.
Watch your fingers.
Don't you worry. A magician knows what he's doing. Ow! It's quite sharp, isn't it? Goodness me.
Uncle Valiant, you're bleeding. No, it's all fake.
It's ketchup.
Ow.
See? Metal.
Ketchup. Oh, no.
Mental tasting ketchup.
I do feel a little bit faint, though, all of a sudden. I'm sure it's nothing. It'll pass soon.
There does appear to be rather lot of blood on the floor, doesn't there?
Oh, my goodness. Was there that much ketchup on that spaghetti before? Oh, my goodness me. I think I'm just going to have a lie down for a moment. Boof.
I feel a little slipping.
July 9th, detention center visitors room. I thought that was Trucy, sorry. Machi may not be... I know, Apollo's the only one with blue text. Machi may not be guilty, but he's still a suspect.
But they don't have any decisive evidence.
Yeah, but only someone as small as him could have gotten out of that room.
Right. The air vent.
And he lied.
Lied?
Machi Tobaye can see.
Machi?
Speak of the devil. Do you know the way to the airport?
Stupid American.
Stupid American.
He looks like he's doing okay.
I forget. Why did we come here?
It's just about the big dumb forehead he said.
Oh, wow. Everyone's on that one, aren't they? God, if only they could come up with an original joke. It's not like we can talk to him or anything.
Words are overrated. Feelings are what matter, Apollo.
Like, Trucy, you may not know this, but we are in a text adventure game, and text is
What?
what's required.
Wait, we were in a game?
It's hard to explain. It's kind of hard to build a court case on feelings. But since we're here anyway,
I mean, you
let's give it a shot. Might as well get what I want to say off my chest.
Apollo, do you need therapy?
Maybe I do.
Just have the
Mr.
back going
Policeman?
crazy, said the bee.
Might as well get what I want to say off my chest.
Mr. Policeman, do you have a couch that Apollo could lay on for a little bit while I talk to him? If you need someone to complain to, I'll listen.
I guess the policeman's also having hard of hearing.
I guess so.
I think she's actually worried for me.
Okay.
So, what did you think of the trial today?
And we're just gonna get nothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wing
It's sucked.
Oh, I'm glad he doesn't understand English after all.
I am waiting for him to be extremely fluent English.
If he did, he would have been scared out of his mind by that trial.
Hey! All's well that ends well. You have to be more goal-oriented. If he's innocent, we win.
Oh,
No.
Apollo.
No, if he's found not guilty, we win. Machi might not understand English, but I bet he gets that better than you do.
Huh?
Oh.
What the hell?
Are you having palpitations again?
Yeah, something felt really weird on my wrist. Like, for a second there, I thought my bracelet went all tight. Sure.
Bracelet just lifts up and like slaps himself with his own hand.
It's like a possessed arm. He's not frickin' Liquid Snake. Brother! No, sorry, Revolver even.
Oh,
Revolver
God.
Hustler.
I'm glad Lamirior testified. What a great person. She even got Machi off the hook by naming another suspect.
Darian of the Gaviniers. The detective. I wonder if Machi knows
Did you
what
do that on
happened.
purpose, Pete?
Do what on purpose?
You said Gaviniers.
Yes, I definitely did it on purpose. I mean, if he could follow how the trial went and all. No one told him there was a new suspect. How would he know? Hey!
Slap, slap, slap.
Like,
What is it, Apollo?
no, it's nothing.
Are you having an involuntary arm spasm or something?
It is weird.
Apollo, your hand is turning blue. Are you sure that your bracelet isn't doing anything?
What is it with like anime, right? And there's similar media where people go through all this sort of stuff and they're always like, no, it's nothing. Don't worry about me. No, not now. No, it's nothing. I'm fine. Don't worry. Oh my God, my arm. It's nothing. It's fine.
It's the self-sacrificing stuff. Oh, I guess it's the you've got to put on a brave face.
I get that, but I feel like
Or they're worried about inconveniencing other people.
Yeah.
And I do appreciate that is an inherent part of their culture, but I do feel that like some of the more extreme things that happen could be avoided if only they were to tell somebody.
I don't know. I mean,
Well-
the thing is, like with Sarah, she would dive and catch a bullet for a lot of people, but then she would apologize profusely for bleeding on somebody else. So it's like, swings and roundabouts.
Bleeding on the sidewalk. Oh no, I'm making such a mess.
I'm sorry. Sarah!
She's not happy. You can't see her face, but she's not happy.
We'll talk about this later.
Oh no, I'm in
You've
trouble.
done it now.
I'm in danger.
We need to talk, Taylor.
Oh God.
Must be imagining it.
Apollo, you've got a magic freaking bracelet.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, now you want me to tell you? No, I've got to keep it to myself, remember? It's the part of our culture.
Imagining what, Apollo?
It's just, I couldn't help but feel that, I don't know, Machi, he doesn't understand what we're saying, right?
How could he? He's a young Virginian. He doesn't speak English.
Yeah, but my bracelet is reacting to him.
Yes, it is. I would certainly lie about my sight, but never would lie about my ability to speak English. Yes, that makes sense. Yes. I mean, I said about they get stupid.
Huh? Maybe it's malfunctioning. Or it's scared because you keep making those I'm so mad faces.
What, like this?
Yep, that's the one.
Was I that bad?
Yes.
Machi lied about not being able to see. What if that's not all he lied about? Oh my God, no. He actually can just fully understand English.
Yeah.
That wouldn't surprise me though. If they've maintained the lie about the site, then what's to say they didn't lie about other things as well?
Yeah, to be fair.
Like,
If you're curious about it, there's only one thing to do. You should ask him.
I think it'll take something big to get to him. Some kind of undeniable evidence. We'll be back, Machi.
Just the glare of the thing.
I know.
So, Machi, you can see, right? Nope, not gonna tell us. Okay. Machi can see, a Lamirior can't. The whole world's gone topsy-turvy. How was that?
Cats and dogs living together. Rain going upwards.
Sorry, Apollo. I don't think we're gonna get any information out of Machi.
No.
Which makes
Wait a
sense.
second.
Wait a minute. Which makes sense.
Yeah, I guess it does.
Oh no, I thought the bracelet was going to go doof again.
Yeah. So, do we have anything decisive to show him right now? Probably not, though, right?
Probably not. I might have to go investigate, come back.
Yeah, let us return. We'll be back for you.
No, I think you mean let Truce return.
Oh.
No, I don't think I would ever say that. No.
Got him.
Hello, Sunshine Coliseum. Bye. Guilty as charged.
Well, that doesn't look like a Coliseum at all. It looks more like a soundstage. Oh, guys, look in the bottom.
Oh no.
Look who it is.
Oh no.
Dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Taylor, what was that? What was that, Taylor? Taylor?
You know what it was.
Do I? I don't. That's why I'm asking you. What was that, Taylor? Taylor?
The Blue Badger theme song, Peter.
Oh, was it? I'm not quite sure it sounds like that.
Woo, what a great day. It's perfect weather for sleuthing.
The weather matters for investigation? For an investigation.
Don't some days just feel like magic days or defense days?
No.
You have no imagination.
Sure. Let's get started, shall we?
Right on. Show us your stuff, Apollo.
Not here, Trucy, and you're too young for that kind of thing.
Whoa! I didn't mean that.
What stuff?
Your voice training. This is the perfect place for it.
I'm fine! Is that okay?
I think someone's calling 911.
Dumb. Was someone getting murdered outside?
What the hell was that? I did enough at home, thanks.
Aw, there's no need to be shy.
There's a lot of people here.
Keep that up and you'll never make it on the big stage.
Maybe I don't want to be into show business, Trucy. Did you ever think about that?
Well, it's kind of like going on a stage in court, Apollo.
Yeah, but in front of a much smaller audience. I'm happy in the courtroom, thank you. I'm a lawyer, not a magician.
Then you're in luck, because it's lawyer weather today.
That doesn't make sense, but I'm gonna take it. Fine.
Don't you just want to face the blue sky and shout, "Objection!"
And then he's like looking around like, I really hope she's not mine. I'm just looking after her. She's my friend. She's my boss's daughter.
What? Why are you referring to me like some dog, Apollo?
No reason. Hi, ma'am. It's fine. Look, the weather has nothing to do with lawyers. Let's get going already.
Mr. Grumpy Pants.
Oh no.
What's that creature there?
Oh, that's the police mascot, the Blue Badger.
It's life size.
Haven't you seen them around town? Patrolling the streets?
Oh, I just thought that was a serial killer, honestly.
Well, I suppose it could be. Yes, now even Law and Order has a mascot.
I'd run from that thing even if I wasn't a criminal. Why does its head wobble like that when it walks? It's freaky.
I don't think you're showing true Blue Badger spirit, Apollo.
I do like that they sort of suggest that it's freakish themselves.
Yeah.
That is funny. Look, a massive sign for the Guilty as Charged tour. A giant prosecutor Gavin stares out over the arena.
Ooh, maybe I could take it to the office when they're done with it.
Oh, God, really? Where would you put it? You wouldn't even get that thing through the front
I'm
door.
sure it would fit squarely on your forehead, Apollo.
Oh, there we go again. Good one. It's just a shame it's the only one.
Then I'll put it outside. I bet it'll be good for business.
Just as long as no one comes expecting us to prosecute.
Well, if anyone comes looking for a concert, leave it to me.
Is this part of some twisted plan of hers to make her singing debut? I wonder.
Oh, does that mean we get to hear Sarah sing?
No. Not again.
Oh.
Look, a blimp.
Those balloons next to it have sponsor ads on them.
Let's see. Big sale. Oh, sure, it's 50% off.
Oh, it's an ad for the department store next door.
Great.
Yeah.
Cool. But why was that a... Okay.
I'm pretty sure it says live G tour, not.
Gaviner's Guilty as Charged.
Yeah, I don't think there was
Guilty
anything
as
of
charged.
about a department store up there.
No. Sunshine Coliseum sure is living up to its name today.
It's huge. And Mr. Gavin got to play on that enormous stage. I'm so jealous. Someday I'll fight my first battle on this stage.
Battle? What, are you gonna, get into Yu-Gi-Oh or something?
Well, yeah. It's a Coliseum, isn't it?
Yeah, they don't do gladiatorial contests at these places anymore, Trucy.
Oh,
Not
I
since
wanna
you,
fight a
not
lion.
since you, not since that time when you were a wee bear.
No, honestly, Trucy, I think, is dressed like a Yu-Gi-Oh character.
She
if
is
I'm
a
being
little bit.
honest. Like, there was
Yeah.
a Yu-Gi-Oh villain, I think, the one that was like, yeah, I've attached this buzzsaw to your ankle, and it will cut you and send you to the Shadow Realm if you lose all your life points.
Jesus.
The Shadow Realm.
The Shadow Realm.
Really? I had no idea. I wonder why they stopped.
Sometimes I worry about her. Only
I'm
sometimes.
just wondering more what she thinks she's going to do in a battle, other than, like, magic them?
I will cute them to death.
To be fair. No. Yep, that looks like everything.
Yep.
Well, we didn't get any hint coins.
Like, why did we have the opportunity to come to this area?
I don't know.
Like, okay. Oh, God,
Maybe
it's
there's
there
something
again.
later. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Hey, the scout is still there.
Mr. Attorney.
Lamirior! I'm sorry about today.
There is nothing.
How did she know? Never mind.
That's a good point. Yeah.
How did she know what? Sorry.
How did she know it was Apollo? He didn't speak.
Well, because she probably heard him shouting outside.
Oh, maybe.
Or she just like felt something breeze by and it was like his forehead when he was about a mile away. Right?
Oof.
Because it's so big, guys.
Oof. All right then.
At least he has something big.
Pete's like taking this real personal.
There is nothing you need to apologize for. You are merely defending Machi.
Are you okay? Alone, I mean.
Humans are blessed with 5 senses. Even robbed of one, we get by. Though it does make being a witness rather difficult.
Speaking of seeing,
Oh, there we go.
you knew who you were, but you knew
If
who we
only
were.
we'd advance the text.
Speaking of seeing, you knew who we were before we spotted you just now. And we weren't even talking.
I heard Apollo screaming outside.
I heard your footsteps several times the day before.
Oh, wow, okay. She recognizes us from our footsteps.
Wow.
Oh, you must have great ears.
Just don't call them elephant ears, Trucy.
I wasn't.
Ears that heard the crime taking place. Or so she claimed yesterday. But how? Lamirior, let us speak to you. That was quite a statement you made today in court. About hearing Darian Crescen's voice at the scene of the crime.
I did not know his name, but I never forget the voice. Oh, for God's sake, what? I just told you this a moment ago.
Told us what, Lamirior? Why don't you say it again?
Wait.
Wait.
Lamirior, is something the matter?
That voice just now.
Oh my God, and we have seen this episode too. Yeah.
It was him. I am sure of it.
No way! No way!
As I said in court, I was on my way backstage from the stage. That is when I heard this voice.
I'm guessing Darian and Mr. Latouche were talking about something.
The next moment I heard those gunshots.
Why didn't you call security?
To be honest, though the noise was quite frightening,
It was strangely soothing.
I never imagined the gunshots might be real.
Fair enough.
And I was in quite a hurry myself. I left the scene at once.
So, it really was Darian's voice that she heard.
Yeah.
I mean, on the one hand, I can kind of respect it, because it's like, if you hear, 2 gunshots, it's like, nope, not investigating that. Nope, goodbye.
Yeah.
Goodbye, just gonna go, bye.
I mean, I do kind of, yeah, I get that. I don't think I would go towards gunshots either. I'm gonna be honest. At least she certainly thinks it was. Machi.
I met Machi before my debut as Lamirior. I was singing in a restaurant in Virginia.
And he was playing the piano?
Yes. He was very kind to me when he learned I could not see.
Is that when you started playing opposites? With Machi pretending he couldn't see?
No, it wasn't then. That began after our major debut. after I became known as the landscape painter in sound.
Yeah, she'd have to have like come up with a new identity at that point, surely, because I feel like if she was just like, okay, we're gonna do this now, and she had the same sort of visual, look, people would just immediately go, no, that's just rubbish, mate. It's the other way around. So she had to obviously like come up with a new identity and stuff. I expect.
It must have been tough for Machi. Pretending he couldn't see and all. Pretending he couldn't see, and all the while acting as your eyes.
We held hands, always. He would write with his finger on my palm to signal to me things I should know. He is a smart, gentle boy.
I think I see what she's getting at. Machi would never harm a soul. About Mr. Latouche.
Ah, yes. He was an Interpol agent, I hear.
So, you had no idea?
Of course not. No one did.
Really?
I guess that's what it means to be undercover.
Using your real name.
But
Carrying
someone,
a big-ass revolver.
but someone was after him. They had to know who he really was.
Why did he pose as my manager? I do not understand.
You have no idea?
I can only assume that he was investigating me. But why?
What makes you think that?
Perhaps it is not so. But I cannot deny the possibility. Because of my condition. As my present is veiled in darkness, so too is my past clouded from memory.
Kingdom
Oh,
Hearts.
here you go again.
Clouded. Right.
Clouded, like the dark clouds over the lake of memory. Shrouded like the mist on the shore of life's purpose.
That only when we become Sephiroth do we know our true purpose.
Sephiroth.
After being clouded, we're then Sephiroth.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, it was bad.
Oh,
All
God.
the best jokes have to be explained. That's something we established early on in the canon of this channel,
I long
is it
for
not?
the light to
All
part the
right,
shroud
Mr.
over my past,
Mr.
but I
Grumpy.
can't.
The darkness I fear is not the darkness that I see whenever I open my eyes.
It is the dark.
It's the darkness within men's hearts. Kingdom Hearts.
Oh my god.
The real dark.
Oh God!
In my heart! Kingdom Hearts!
Why does no one take me seriously?
Oh my god, that was just perfect though. It's so cliche. Oh, okay. Okay.
Can I say this without you laughing? now?
Yes.
We'll try.
Yep,
We'll try.
I'm sure. I'll do my best. I'll do my best.
The real darkness. I can hear you snickering.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just laughing
Guys,
at
do you
how
think that she
infatuated with you I
longs to
am.
feel simple and clean?
Oh my god.
Probably.
The real darkness lies in my heart.
I mean, the song's pretty nonsensical.
Well,
like the opening to a Kingdom Hearts game, let's be honest. In your Kingdom Hearts?
Oh my god.
When I walk away, you don't hear me say, please, oh baby, don't go.
I have no.
Simple and clean is the way that what is it? The way that I want to feel.
I'm also going to say,
tonight.
I like Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with Kingdom Hearts.
Well-
it's just, you know.
Well, okay, I like Kingdom Hearts. I do kind of also have a problem with it, but I do also kind of like it. So it's I guess,
okay. I mean, you can like things and still have a problem with them. Just look at our friendship.
Just look at our channel. And
Well. I have no memory of this place.
Gandalf?
Sorry, I thought I'd just get in on the joke too.
It's not quite the Kingdom Hearts one.
I
but-
know, but I don't know enough about Kingdom Hearts to make the joke.
Why? You've got the darkness in your heart.
Oh my god.
You should thought surely you'd know all about it.
I have. I have. no me-
You could say that before this, she was a nobody.
Oh, This is so difficult.
I'm sorry, Sam.
I'm sorry.
Really
I'm
not.
casting a shadow over your performance. I apologize.
Ah!
Take this.
Sometimes I can't resist being goofy.
Well, at least you're doing
You're
better than
making
Donald.
my head sore.
At least you're doing better than Donald. You're not just dead. Oh my God, making your head sore. Oh Jesus. I think we've just we've just completely lost track now.
Just evolved into insanity.
Just
I think.
silly jokes.
Composure. I can't. Nobody say anything.
Anything.
I have no memory. Damn you, Taylor.
That was me.
I heard
I
Taylor
s-
snickering.
I
too.
said anything.
I have no memory of the time before I became Lamirior. Oh my God. You're not making this easy for me, woman. I awoke from darkness. Into darkness, as you might say. I hate you so much. I was singing in a restaurant dust. I was working as a waitress in a cocktail bar. And I met you.
That much is true.
What was it she said about not being able to remember the line?
I do not know my own. Oh my God.
I'm getting
I do-
lightheaded, I'm gonna be honest.
I don't know what I'm feeling right now.
Probably
I
anger.
do not remember my past. Perhaps I committed some terrible crime in my past.
Oh, that would be unfortunate,
That
especially
would.
that you're telling me.
Everything becomes.
You could say that her chain of memories is broken, right, guys?
Oh my God, Taylor. Ugh.
Everything before
You-
becoming Lamirior is lost to me.
You could say that like everything before would be the final chapter prologue.
This really is making me think of Kingdom Hearts 3.5 over 12.
It's 365 over 2 days, Taylor. Get it right.
Whatever,
If you-
it's some
If
fraction.
you don't get it right, we're gonna get the pitchforks.
Help me!
Oh, dearie me.
But I don't think you.
I could think of no other explanation.
You could say that she was birthed from sleep, or birthed by sleep. And after Lamirior was birthed by her previous identity, sleep.
Why else would an agent of Interpol approach me? Why else would an Interpol agent approach her?
Just wasted.
Thank God!
We wasted so
I mean-
much time.
Thank God, please make
I mean,
it
the thing is,
For the love of God! Make it stop!
you know, if she's lived in the darkness, do you suppose that she was living in Twilight Town?
Thank you very much for tuning in and watching. If you do like, for some bizarre reason, what we do, please consider giving us a like, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell. You'll be notified of our video uploads every Wednesday and Saturday. And in the meantime, we've got plenty of other content on the channel. Why not go check it out and share it with your friends?
I'm just waiting for all the comments that like, I can really feel Sarah's pain.
Please reach out if you do.
There was
And
so
until
much
next
pain in
time,
this episode.
We'll see you again,
Catch
I
you
think, maybe.
Hope to catch you in the next one, everybody. But if you don't, we would understand.
And remember, everyone, damn it, I can't think of a pun.
Come on, Taylor.
Xehanort.
No.